Kaylee Hartung, and we came to Cannon Office Building today to talk to the youngest member of Congress for our new segment, Unplugged Under 40.
First up, what everyone in Washington is talking about, healthcare. Congressman Aaron Schock says young people better pay attention.
It's our generation that will be paying for not only the healthcare bill that may or may not pass, depending on what it looks like, but also the two largest unfunded liabilities in this country are Medicare and Social Security. And without some serious revenue enhancements, some serious reforms, those programs will both be broke before you and I can draw from Medicare and Social Security. So without a doubt, young people need to pay attention.
This Republican congressman from Peoria, Illinois, knows a thing or two about young people. He's just 28 years old.
This is my office, so it's not real big, but it's big enough to do the people's work. Certainly at my age, I feel very humbled to be here and to have the awesome responsibility. There's not a day I don't walk up the steps of the Capitol and feel very fortunate to be here. It's an exciting job.
Let's talk a little bit about the Republican Party.
Well, I think that just as with the Democratic Party, a lot of it has to do with the personalities and not so much with the platform. Barack Obama was one of the most liberal members in the state Senate, yet he put a fresh face and a fresh personality on what the Democratic Party stood for and did a good job of articulating those issues to the problems of today. And so it's not so much changing what the Republican Party stands for as it is energetically communicating it in a relevant way to people today.
Schock has been in office for 6 months and is 30 years younger than the average congressman.
Does that affect your decision making?
You know, it's not. It never has, because I'm a firm believer that you can't predict the future in politics. Like with any profession, you never know what opportunities will present themselves. I'm up every 2 years, and so it's up to the public in Illinois to decide whether or not I'm going to be back here in 2 years. And you never know who's going to die, who's going to retire, or in my state, who's going to be indicted.
A Blago joke, something a 28-year-old can easily get away with.
Now, unless you were talking politics in the sandbox, you missed Reagan's heyday. Who is the political hero of your lifetime?
Well, you know, I think what's important, again, is that we talk about issues that are relevant to today. So it's not that Ronald Reagan isn't important. You know, you saw a bust of Teddy Roosevelt in my office when you came in. I'm a student of history. He's a president that I look up to. But what's important is that the issues are relevant to today.
And today, Schock is a busy guy with no shortage of opportunities for media exposure.
You've been grilled by Stephen Colbert. I hear TMZ is stalking you and that you've got a GQ photo spread coming up. How are you dealing with this newfound attention and celebrity?
Well, you know, I have to say I didn't expect as much attention media-wise. You know, shows like TMZ were certainly not ones that I solicited, but it's an amazing new audience that folks who would not otherwise have visited my website, but now do because they saw me on TMZ. Same thing with Stephen Colbert. When you're on a show like that, you reach an entire new demographic. And so I think that's important for me as an elected official, but also for my party as I try and help put a new face on the Republican Party.
And maybe a couple of younger faces, too. Schock says he wishes more people his age would run for Congress. For Washington Unplugged, I'm Kaylee Hartung.